The galactic arena on Station Vega 7 fell silent as the human entered. Most spectators had never seen one in person before, only in broadcasts or educational materials about Deathworlders. The human female was unimpressive by alien standards. No extra limbs, no natural armor, no visible evolutionary advantages whatsoever. Just pink-tan skin, 2 arms, 2 legs, and a head of long brown hair tied back in what the announcer called a ponytail. Introducing the human challenger, Lisa Smith of Earth. The crowd murmured with curiosity. Humans were rare in this sector, having only joined the Galactic Commonwealth 30 years prior. Their homeworld was classified as a Class 12 death world, a planet so hostile that most sentient species would perish within hours of landing. High gravity, extreme temperature variations, toxic atmospheric components, dangerous wildlife, and natural disasters that would level cities elsewhere in the galaxy. Yet somehow humans had not only survived but thrived there. Lisa stood 5'6", stocky and muscular by human standards, but appearing frail compared to her opponent. She wore simple black fighting attire and observed the arena with calm, assessing eyes. And facing her, the reigning champion of the Southern Quadrant, Kral the Devastator. The crowd roared as a massive blue-skinned alien with 4 arms and a ridge of protective bone across his forehead entered the arena. Standing nearly 8 feet tall, Kral was from Taros 4, a mid-gravity world where his species evolved as apex predators. His record was impressive: 37 consecutive victories, 22 by knockout in the first round. "Remember the rules," the floating drone referee announced. "No weapons, no killing blows. Victory by knockout, submission, or ring out only." Lisa nodded respectfully toward her opponent. Kral didn't reciprocate, instead sneering and addressing the crowd. "They send me a soft-skinned human? From a mud ball? This will be over quickly." The arena's betting boards heavily favored Kral, offering 20-to-1 odds against the human. In the VIP section, a group of diplomats watched with heightened interest. "I've placed a substantial wager on the human," said Diplomat Jax to his colleagues. "Have you lost your mind?" asked Ambassador Trell. "Kral will crush her." Jax simply smiled. "You haven't studied human physiology, have you?" The bell rang. Kral charged forward immediately, all 4 arms positioned for attack. Lisa remained still, hands at her sides, seemingly unprepared. The crowd gasped collectively. Kral's right upper fist connected solidly with Lisa's jaw, a blow that would have shattered the facial bones of most species. The sound echoed through the arena. Lisa didn't move, didn't stagger, didn't even blink. Kral's expression shifted from confidence to confusion. He struck again, harder, with his left upper arm. Again, Lisa absorbed the impact without reaction. In the stands, Ambassador Trell leaned forward. "What in the 7 moons is happening?" "Human bone density," Jax explained, "is approximately 3 times greater than most sentient species, evolved to withstand their planet's crushing gravity. Their muscle fiber density is similarly enhanced. And their nervous system? It developed on a world where pain meant death. They can simply choose to ignore it." Below, Kral was growing frustrated. He unleashed a barrage of strikes with all 4 arms, each hitting with enough force to crack stone. Lisa took each blow stoically, her eyes never leaving her opponent's face. The crowd had fallen completely silent, watching in disbelief. "Is she even feeling this?" Someone whispered loudly enough to be heard. Finally, after almost a full minute of continuous assault, Kral stepped back, his chest heaving with exertion. All 4 arms hung heavily at his sides. Only then did Lisa move. She stepped forward and delivered a single punch to Kral's midsection. The impact produced a sound like a thunderclap. Kral's eyes widened in shock before he collapsed to the ground, gasping for breath. Human muscle generates approximately twice the force per unit mass compared to the galactic average. Jax continued his impromptu lecture to the stunned diplomats. They evolved on a world where they had to outrun predators and outfight competitors daily. Their ancestors hunted by simply chasing prey until it collapsed from exhaustion. Lisa stood over her fallen opponent, who was struggling to rise. "Do you yield?" she asked quietly. Kral managed to get to one knee before Lisa casually placed a hand on his shoulder. The pressure was enough to make him wince. "I yield," he gasped. The arena remained silent for 3 heartbeats before erupting into chaos. The betting boards flashed wildly as fortunes were lost and made. Jack smiled broadly. "The Commonwealth underestimates humans," he said. "They don't just survive on their death world. They were shaped by it, forged by it. What looks like frailty to us is efficiency. What seems like weakness is economy of form." As Lisa exited the arena, medical drones rushed to attend to Kral. The announcer was still struggling to process what had happened. Later, in the preparation room, a representative from the Galactic Sports Federation approached Lisa. "That was unexpected," he said. "How did you withstand those impacts?" Lisa shrugged. "I grew up in Montana, got thrown from horses, survived a bear encounter, weathered blizzards. Kral hits hard, but not as hard as life on Earth." The representative blinked his 3 eyes. "But you didn't even defend yourself." "Sometimes the best defense is showing your opponent they can't hurt you," Lisa replied. "Humans learned that lesson centuries ago. We don't always need to dodge the punch. Sometimes we just need to prove we can take it." As word of the match spread through the station and beyond via quantum relays, viewership requests for the next human bout increased 1,000-fold. Diplomatic messages between alien governments were exchanged at unprecedented rates. The Deathworlders had made their point without saying much at all. They weren't just surviving in the galaxy. They were built to thrive in it. And the galaxy was finally beginning to understand what that meant.